In the DDR memory regulator section, we are going to see about the problem faced on laptop power on OK, fan or running, but the display will not come, both the LCD and external CRT. When press power switch, the CPU fan run after few seconds. The fan goes turn off and power LED are not blown. Laptop restarting will be problem. In this session 6, we are going to see about the memory regulator section and the explanation about how to work DDR RAM regulator circuit. I am going to explain the RAM regulator circuit. So now you are seeing is the Dell Inspiron laptop motherboard architecture. It is in page number 50. This is TPS 5116 is the RAM regulator IC and is otherwise called as dual output voltage regulator IC. Here the voltage is 1.5 volt and that is a DDR3 voltage. For this motherboard we are using DDR3 RAM. Generally all RAM slots has two various voltages. This is 1.5 volt and another one is 0.75 volt. 1.5 volt is said to be switching voltage and 0.75 voltage is called VTT regulator. Next we are going to page number 50 for the RAM regulator circuit. This is the RAM voltage regulator circuit. This is ICPU 5001 and this is TPS 5116. It's a RAM regulator voltage IC. And look at the circuit diagram. This is the motherboard circuit and this is IC PU5001. And here we are seeing is upper side MOSFET PU5002 and this is lower side MOSFET PU5003. Now look at the schematic diagram. This is RAM voltage regulator IC TPS 51116 and compare it with the circuit image RAM regulator IC PU5001. Look at the schematic diagram. This is PU5002 upper side MOSFET and see at the circuit image PU5002. This is upper side MOSFET. In schematic, this is lower side MOSFET PU5003 as same as in circuit image. This is lower side MOSFET PU5003. This IC PU5001 receives the 5 volt power supply from VDD regulator section, mentioned here as 5 volt supply at pin number 14 and 15, mentioned as VDD. This is called IC operating supply. After receiving the IC operating supply, this IC generates the drive signal. This IC generates the drive signal. This IC higher drive level go to upper gate PU5002. This DL drive lower its low gate signal go to upper gate PU5002 and this DL lower gate signal go lower MOSFET gate PU5003 and compare it with the circuit image. This is upper MOSFET and this is lower MOSFET. In this MOSFET pin number 1, 2, 3 and 4. Pin number 1, 2, 3 are source and 4 is gate and this is drain. See the schematic diagram. This is lower side MOSFET PU5003 and this is PU5004. This PU5004 we are not using in this circuit. There are only two MOSFETs. One is upper side MOSFET and this is lower side MOSFET. We are not using PU5004. This is PU5002 that receives the adapted power supply at pin number 5, 6, 7 and 8. It is mentioned as power SRC. So the power SRC receives at the drain pin 5, 6, 7 and 8. MOSFET PU5002 gate pin connects the IC pin number 21. It is mentioned as DH, that is drive higher. The regulator power IC pin number 19. It is an output pin. It is connected by the lower side MOSFET gate PU5003 IC pin number 4. This is the gate connection of IC pin number 19. Now we are going to check the gate voltage for upper MOSFET PU5002 at pin number 4. And now see the circuit. This is the upper gate voltage. It shows as 1.30 voltage. If this voltage is not correct, then the IC is in faulty condition. That is, the RAM regulator IC is faulty. Next we are going to check the lower MOSFET gate voltage. In the circuit we are seeing is the lower MOSFET gate voltage and the multimeter shows the value of 3.3 volt. The value of PU5003 MOSFET voltage. It is mentioned as 3.5 volt. Both the upper and lower MOSFET gate voltage is coming from RAM regulator IC. If both the upper and lower gate voltage is absent and the IC is in faulty condition means, so this is MOSFET PU5003 pin number 4. This pin number 4 mentioned as lower gate and it is connected to the IC pin number 19. Pin number 19 is lower gate. I have already told about the RAM section. Has two various switching voltage, that is 1.5 voltage, and look at the schematic diagram. This is 1.5 volt SAS power. This voltage directly goes to RAM slot. And look at the circuit image. So this is DDR3 RAM slot. And look at the circuit image. So this is DDR3 RAM slot. And watch the multimeter. It shows the reading 1.5 volt. If this 1.5 voltage is present, then check the RAM clock voltage. Now we are going to check RAM clock voltage. So this is the RAM slot nearby capacitor, and watch the multimeter. It shows the reading 0.76 reading. This 1.5 voltage sus power directly goes to RAM slot. Next we are going to connect the RAM regulator IC input at pin number 23 mentioned as VTT in. Look at the schematic diagram. Pin number 23 is mentioned as VTT in to 1.5 volt sus power. This voltage is coming from switching regulator outputs. This is VTT in. It's an internal VTT regulator that is said to be LDO, low dropout regulator. For this output, it is mentioned as VTT at pin number 24. And see here, this is 0.75 voltage. This is the memory card voltage which goes to the RAM slot. Place the probe in RAM slot nearby any capacitor and watch the multimeter. It shows the reading 0.76 volt. And now look at the schematic diagram. So this is VTT regulator output, and this is internal linear regulator or LDO regulator. This regulator generates the low voltage and low amp. By any capacitor or at output coil. We can check only the switching output. Check the clock voltage by placing the probe on any nearby non-voltic capacitor. And watch the multimeter. It shows the reading as 0.76. Now in the RAM section, both the voltage is present. If any one of these voltage is not appeared means it is in faulty condition, and if any one of this voltage is in faulty condition means then the display will not appear. If sometime in this section upper MOSFET PU5002 and lower MOSFET PU5003, if it is short, the motherboard fan suddenly turn off condition and it is said to be a power failure condition, because the upper MOSFET drain PU5002 connect the main power, and the main power line or adapter line or battery power mode. If this PU5002 is short, the laptop motherboard is switched on and the fan rotates slowly. Suddenly it goes to off condition. Now we are going to see about the RAM regulator circuit, voltages checking and its troubleshooting, and also how to solve the problem of display section. The laptop motherboard display will not appear. So this is the Dell Inspiron N5010 laptop. check the RAM voltage from DDR3 RAM. First we are going to check about the RAM power supply regulator. So here this is RAM regulated power IC and DDR3 RAM. First we are going to check about the RAM power supply regulator. So here this is the RAM regulator power IC DDR3 RAM regulator power IC. This is otherwise called as dual output RAM regulator IC. In this IC, it contains two regulators. First one is switching regulator. This voltage goes to DDR3 main supply voltage, that is 1.5 voltage. This is otherwise called as VDDQ. And another one is regulator, is linear regulator, is indicated as LDO, low dropout. It has low voltage and low current. 0.75 voltage, that are memory clock voltage regulator. This voltage goes to RAM slot. So RAM section has two various voltages. One is VDD2 switching voltage and another one is linear volt. Low drop output is indicated as LDO, 0.75 voltage. So this is the upper MOSFET. This upper MOSFET is indicated as PU5002 and this lower side MOSFET is indicated as PU5003. Now I am going to check the upper MOSFET drain voltage. Place the red probe and watch the multimeter. It shows as 18.8 volt. So the laptop is running on adapter mode. The adapter voltage which connects the upper drain. So this is upper drain voltage is present and then check the lower drain voltage. Now we are checking the lower drain. Place the probe and watch the multimeter. It shows the reading 1 volt. Now we are going to check the lower drain. This is voltage connected to the inductor PL5001. The inductor is located at the back side of the motherboard. Now I am going to check the capacitor PL5002. Place the probe and watch the multimeter. It shows the reading 1.5 volt. This is said to be RAM regulated output filter capacitor. So this is lower drain voltage 1 volt and it is connected through the inductor coil first pin. The output coil is connected by the output capacitor. The inductor moves the 3 mV and watch the multimeter. It shows as 1.5 voltage. This voltage goes to DDR3 RAM slot. So this is VDDQ voltage. If this voltage is present, then RAM voltage is also present. If the voltage is absent, then check the gate voltage. First we are going to check the upper MOSFET gate PU5002. Place the probe and watch the multimeter. It shows as 1.3 voltage. So this is upper MOSFET gate voltage. This voltage is coming from the RAM regulator IC. If the upper gate voltage is absent, this RAM regulator IC is in faulty condition. If this IC is in faulty condition means the RAM regulator voltage is absent. The display will not appear. Next we are going to check the lower gate voltage. So this is lower MOSFET source pin 1, 2, 3. A source pin is connected to the ground and it shows in multimeter as 0 volt. Now I am going to check the pin number 4 gate. Now watch the multimeter. It shows as 3.5 volt. This voltage is coming from the RAM regulator IC. So both this upper gate voltage and lower gate voltage is in working condition. If this voltage is absent, then IC is in faulty condition and the display will not appear. Now I am going to check the upper source voltage. Place the probe and watch the multimeter. It shows as 1 volt. This voltage 1.5 volt. So this is DDR3 RAM working voltage is 1.5 volt. That is presented. Also check the RAM slot. This is DDR3 RAM slot. These are 2 RAM slots. Place the probe and nearby any polarity capacitor or non-polarity capacitor. Place the probe on any pin. This non-polarity capacitor is connected to the ground. It shows as 0 volt. And check it through the another pin and it shows as 1.5 volt. That is said to be DDR3 working voltage. This is capacitor positive pin and this is negative pin. Generally, this capacitor has not positive pin nor negative pin, but the DC current has both the positive pin and negative pin. So, this is positive voltage 1.5 volt. Next I am going to check the RAM clock voltage. Placing the probe on RAM slot nearby any non-polarity capacitor PC1819. Place the probe and watch the multimeter. It shows as 0.76 volt. So in this RAM section, both the voltage is in working condition. And any one of this voltage is absent means the RAM regulator IC is faulty. If the voltage is absent, display will not appear. Now we are going to check the DDR2 RAM nearby any non-polarity capacitor. A DDR2 RAM working voltage is 1.8 volt, that is VDDQ. This is RAM regulator 0.76 voltage. This voltage is coming through RAM regulator LDO, that is low drop out. This regulator is connected with RAM regulator IC. The RAM regulator IC is located at this RAM slot back side. So, if this both voltage is present, the RAM voltage is in working condition.